Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. So this is part 5 video on View Composition API Bootstrap 5 JSON Server CRUD sample. The main idea of this video is to implement delete operation. Let's add delete button for each item. Okay. So in all wonders component, here I am going to add the delete button. Here I want to use button only, not the router link, because on clicking that button, I want to display a pop-up for delete confirmation. Here I don't want to go to any another page. Here within the home page only, we want to display a confirmation box. So that is the reason I am going to use button here directly. Label it like delete. Okay. Type should be button so that it won't post. Okay. BTN. Here I want button color to be red. So I can use BTN-danger. Okay, let's check. Okay. And let me add a separator here, like a pipe symbol. Okay. So now on clicking this button, need to display pop-up. So let's add Bootstrap model pop-up. So to add the Bootstrap model pop-up HTML directly in the all wonders component, I want to maintain that pop-up in separate component so that I can use that component irrespective of the type of delete operation. Okay, if you have some another delete operation within your application, so same pop-up you can use. So it is like a child component I want to use, not a page level component. So child components, we have to add it in components folder, right? New component like confirm, delete, pop-up. Now in this component, I'm not going to write any Vue or JS code. So I simply will have a template element. Okay. So add the template element. Inside of the template element, I will just add Bootstrap HTML. Now go to Bootstrap website. Okay. Check for model. Okay. From here, let's copy one of the example. Okay. Let me copy this example. Okay. Here top one is a button. This button, I don't need this button. I just want pop-up HTML. So copy this. And add here. So let's do some changes here. The first thing is we are going to use this ID value for accessing the model. So give some meaningful name. Okay. Delete pop-up. Okay. And here change the title. Delete confirmation. Okay. And here in the body, model-body, let's add a message to, to delete this item. Okay, and the remaining things here we have a button. So it will represented as a cross button on top of the model. And here there are two more buttons. These will appear at the bottom of the model. Okay. You see here you can understand cross button and two other buttons. Okay. One is close button and one is save changes. So here this save changes button is like confirm delete in my case. Okay, let's change the label. So on clicking this button means on clicking this button, I have to invoke the delete API call. That is the action of this button. Okay, and I want to display this button in red color, so change it to danger. So those are required changes. Now let's add this component into our all wonders component. Okay, so here let me import the confirm delete pop-up. Okay, and it is now a child component, and here is the import. Okay, auto imported. Okay, now on clicking this button, I have to open this pop-up, right? So for click, let's write a method. Okay, open delete pop-up. Okay, so I will use arrow function. Okay, so to access the Bootstrap through JS in documentation, go to the via JavaScript. Okay, and here there is a logic. So copy this and add here. Okay, you cannot call the Bootstrap directly because at the time of this line of code will run, HTML may not be available. So it must be called inside of the on mount. Okay, so what I will do, I am going to copy this code here. Okay, and create a let variable like this. Okay, and here we have to pass the ID of our Bootstrap model. Okay, I can remove the options. We'll take default options if you don't provide. So here what we are doing, I added a variable like my model. Okay, and to that model in the on mode using the bootstrap dot model instance, I am creating the bootstrap instance. Okay, with the help of ID value. So it's going to give the control to this variable. Okay, this model pop-up. Okay. Okay, now I can use this my model instance to show the pop-up. So I can write a logic like my model dot show. Okay, and let's register this method with my delete button click event. Okay, at the rate click and assign it. Okay, check now. So if I click on the delete, see, I am able to open the pop-up. Okay, here by default, this cross button and this close button automatically works. Only thing we have to do now is on clicking this confirm delete, we have to invoke the API call. Okay, so but this is a child component and this is a parent component. So I want to invoke the API call, means I want to listen for the click event of the child component. Okay, so first for that we can use emit. Okay, means I can create a custom event in my parent component. Okay, that event I can raise from the child component using emit method. Okay, so here on button click the pop-up, click and emit method. For the emit method, I have to write like dollar emit. Okay. So in this emit method, we have to register the custom name or custom event in my parent component, means all wonders component. So I will name it like, so it is a string. So confirm, delete, clicked. So I want to create a custom event with this name. So let's copy this name in my parent. So it must come from child, right? So on the confirm delete pop-up element only, I will register that as a my custom event. Okay. So at the rate and name of that event. And to this event, I can assign some method here. Okay. So let me create a new method here, like constant confirm delete. Okay, this is my method. So let's register this method to my custom event. So what it will do means whenever we click on this confirm delete button, this click event emits this custom event. This custom event is registered with confirm delete, right? So this method gets executed. Okay. To confirm that, let's on clicking this confirm delete, let's close the pop-up. So to close the pop-up, I can use this my model instance. Instead of show, we have to write like hide. Okay. So let's check whether our custom event emitter working or not. Okay, if I click on confirm delete, see, it is successfully closing. That means child component click event is received to the parent component. Okay, here I have to write my logic for invoking the API call, delete API call. So Axios provides a method like delete, okay, for delete call. So if you go to GitHub link and you can see ID must be passed in the URL. Okay, item ID need to be passed in the URL. So that means URL must be dynamic, just like our edit. So let's copy this URL and add it here. But here we don't use router params. Okay. Somehow we should manage to get the item ID to delete. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will create one more new variable. Okay. Item ID to delete. I will name it like this. And I will use ref variable and initial value I am going to give 0. Okay. So what I will do means on opening the pop-up, I want to assign the item to this item to delete variable. Okay. So dot value and this pop-up must get the input value. Okay, like ID, item ID to delete ID value. So that value I am going to assign to this variable so that it will maintain the state of the item we want to delete. So I can prepare the dynamic URL using that variable. Okay. So item to delete dot value. Okay. So on successfully deleting. Okay. So here we have to implement some logic. Okay. First, let's delete one item and check. So this pop-up now contains parameter, right? Whenever we have a parameter, we should pass here, right? So I will change it like, okay, item dot ID. Okay, now let's check. Reload the page. Okay, go to network calls. Okay, and click on delete. And here I want to do one more change, like on success, I want to hide the pop-up. So add this line of code into the promise. Success, on success, we are hiding the model. Okay, reload again. Okay, now click on this delete method. Okay, and clear the network calls and click on confirm delete. Okay, if I check network call, the call is successful, but here it is displaying. So if I reload the page, see that item is gone now. Means at the server it is successfully deleted. At UI it is not deleting because on UI the data is inside of this all wonders variable. So this variable also we have to remove the item we deleted. So we have to filter that I deleted item from this variable also. Okay. So let me copy that variable. So all wonders, it is also ref variable, right? So value. So all wonders dot value dot filter. Okay. ID not equal to item to delete dot value. Okay. Here what I am doing means this collection I am looping using the filter. So this underscore means this is local variable. For each iteration, that object will be assigned to this underscore. So object.id, I am filtering except this matched ID object written remaining all the collection. So again that collection I am assigning to this value so that the matched item will be excluded from the collection. Okay, let's test again. Okay, click on delete and click on confirm delete. See, now from the UI also immediately it is removed. Okay, so that's all about the delete operation as well. Okay, with this we have completely done with Vue.js 3 CRUD sample. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video delivered some useful content to you all. If you like the video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel, and please don't forget to like and share the video. Soon we are going to meet with new content. Until then, signing off.